2023. I'm Jules, and I'm standing in front of my finished on the wall design wall. Yay! I love it, y'all. So it is 3/4 inch styrofoam project insulation boards. I had one full one left over. They were 14.5 inches by 48 inches. And it goes from the baseboard all the way to the ceiling, y'all. It's pretty awesome. I cut the hole out for the outlet. I'm very proud about how that turned out. I had that gap of about 5.5 inches at the top, so I went ahead and used leftover pieces to fill the space up at the top, so that now it is 77 inches wide by 92 inches tall, which will be able to handle almost every single quilt I've ever made. I have most of them attached with industrial strength Velcro, and then I ran out of that, but I happen to have a package of industrial strength command strips for hanging like 16-pound, like 24 by 36 size picture frame. So I did that with the rest. I actually bought a really cute yellow flannel, and I've already put it away, so I can't show it to you. But I bought this really cute yellow flannel at Joann Fabrics that had cute little sayings on it about sewing. You know, so much fabric, so little time, stuff like that. Just, you know, little cute sayings. And then I realized that because of the way I was having to turn the panels, and because I was hanging them individually, I had already cut the flannel when I realized that the text would be going the wrong direction. So also I thought it was so busy, it might be difficult it might be harder to help me design stuff when I'm putting blocks up. So I just flipped it over and I put the yellow side down, and it actually made a really nice pale yellow flannel board. So I'm really happy with it. I'm so excited. So I didn't need all of them. I had some leftover pieces of the ones that I cut, and then I had one complete one that I hadn't cut at all yet, of the 14.5 by 48 styrofoam. So I asked Miss P if she would like a bulletin board for her room, and she said yes, but she just wanted a square one. So what I did was I cut two 14.5 by 14.5 squares out of the whole piece, and that left me just a small remainder. And now I have between 14.5 and maybe 24 inches long is the longest pieces I have left over. And so it's much easier to store. I just have it on my top shelf. I already had this fabric for making a couple of table runners in her bedroom that she wanted a couple of years ago, and so here is hers. I had enough leftover flannel that instead of using batting, I just went ahead and covered this with the flannel, and then I put this fabric on top. And so this is her bulletin board. I do actually have some piecing in progress right now. Section B, Section C, Section A is over there next to my machine. I finished designing this week. I went ahead and designed my new intermediate block for my intermediate class, and I'm in the process of testing it right now. That's what's been going on crafty-wise. I've also been doing a little bit more sorting and purging as I try to find a home for things. I actually did buy another, you know, I have these white cubes over here, the cube shelving from Target. I call it Fakeia because they're the same size as the IKEA Kallax. The interior depth of the shelves are identical. They're 13-ish. And I bought another piece of that, but it's only a 1x2. And I've put it over here, and when I've finished cleaning up in here, I'll, right now there's stuff piled on my sewing table, but when this little area is cleaned out, actually I might be able to put a picture in, so I'll do that. I'll put a picture in of it. But I took the tabletop that my husband made me for the cutting table I was going to use last year or the year before. I took that 18 by 36 tabletop and I put that on top of the cubes and then attached the on the right, and then had the left hand side of it attached to the dresser over here that's right next to my sewing table. What that does is it gives me basically all of my machines in one spot. So I have my Brother machine that has like, I don't know, a million stitches on it, that a cheapo that I got on Amazon a few years ago. It is sitting on top in case I need to do zigzags or any kind of decorative stitching. And then on one of the cube shelves right below that is my serger, that old serger I got. And then what else is going on? I got a Project Linus donation at the shop, and it was actually from one of my coworkers. And she gave me some yardage, some really cool yardage. Most of it is, you know, it's either half a yard, or like 2 yards. So I have this cool motorcycle fabric. Got a half a yard of that. I have, I think, 2 half-yard cuts of the squirrels, or maybe it's 2 28-inch pieces of the squirrels. Or chipmunks. They're chipmunks, I think, because of the stripes on the back. Then there's a yard of these fish. And there's a yard of this green, which coordinates with the fish. And there's these cute frogs. I think this one I have 2 yards of, yard and a half or 2 yards of the frogs. And actually, it goes with the green also. And then there's these, which would make a great quilt together. I might need to get one of those 3-yard quilt books from the shop. So I have these shells. There's a yard or so of these. And the same of these. And then the same of these. So she was just going through some of her stuff and left it on my desk for me to take to Project Linus. So I may or may not piece a quilt with some of it. I don't know. Or I may just take it with me this Saturday to the meeting. We shall see. That's what's going on. I'm so excited, y'all. This has been a long time coming. I've had that nasty tablecloth up there for years. And I'm always so frustrated when I have one that's wider than 50-something inches wide. So I'm super happy that I finally got that done. I'm super happy with all the progress I'm making on getting stuff organized in here and making this a better space. So that's what I've been up to. I hope that y'all have had time to be crafty over the past week. I hope you've had a decent week. And I hope that I get to see a video from you soon. Bye!